Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Fallout New Vegas. Right here, on this final playthrough, we reached the end.
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy Caravans. Check out the site where they died. Upside of Vegas, here, Tal. Trapped at the Mojave outpost, so I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit, so the site's probably a Cazador nest by now. Caught word back on what happened from Rangers. Guess they found enough in the wreckage to identify it. Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much.
Cass has a very tiny nose.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes. All right, then.
Man, I don't really have to go there since we already did her side quest. Oh, well, might as well. Why is it only loading one bullet? See what we got here. Should be a relatively short stream. I'm pretty sure I'm just about at the end. Heard that a NCR ranger was over here. Oh, I remember why he was over here. I don't know if he was alive or not, but I remember getting ambushed over here. That's what happened. Alright, time to check out this caravan site. Should be it right there.
God, there's almost nothing left. Looks like whoever it was just in the mood for killing. Most of the cargo's ash, too. Not burned, looks like disintegrated. When I heard the reports, I assumed ash meant burned. So close to the Vegas wall, too. Don't that beat all? Must have happened during the day, though. They hadn't made a camp. No idea. Maybe catch the sun in their eyes? Maybe they wanted the caravan to come to them, walk into an ambush. We should check the wagon. They may not have got everything. Whatever we find, it's yours. Least I can do for hoofing it all this way with me.
Let's see here. I don't think there's anything really of value aside from the 70 caps there. Green microfusion cell.
You know what? What happened in my caravan? Not the first time I've heard about an attack like that. One of our caravans got hit a few months back, and the caravan been burned too, along with the cargo. I wonder if he made the same mistake, and that other caravan got hit with energy weapons too. Yeah, it's a ways though. Hell of a detour. You sure? All right then, let's move out.
Can't remember where the other... Oh, there it is. Okay. Guess we can make it, go to the east side gate and walk down. Yeah, so, guess the side quest. This is originally what you have to do in order to start it. For some reason, it glitched out when I killed the Van Graffs for the Brotherhood. Now I'm just kind of doing it, just to do it, make the stream a little bit longer. It's not really anything too hard or anything. You just go to a couple caravan sites and there's a diplomatic ending you can get in which you find evidence of the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan and their actions, and it's usually what I end up doing, but since you know the Brotherhood and everything, I was unable to do it this time around. There's a Van Graff right there. Oh, I guess this might not be the site I was supposed to find. I think it's this one that I was supposed to go to.
More energy weapons hit this caravan. Place has been picked clean. This is Brotherhood level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose. Let's poke around a bit, see what we can find. Might be something in the wreckage.
Yeah, why not steal the cups? There it is. It's a plasma caster. Well, plasma rifle
What's that?
caster.
Looks like a map. Got the route along the west of Vegas, and they've marked another spot. Over here along this stretch. That's fucked up. Middle of nowhere. Yeah. Something's wrong. I can feel it. It's not any closer than the first. So if you'd rather let be, let me know. All right then, let's move out.
And before I do that, let me go over here and take care of some business. I think the Easter egg's over here, or the Wild Wasteland thing is over here. But if you come here without Wasteland, there's a bunch of mercenaries, and if you do come over here, there's supposed to be a spaceship. I believe there was supposed to be. Oh, here it is. See, there's the spaceship. Exactly from Mothership Zeta, I believe. And then we can quickly take out the alien captain. Might as well take out those guys. Let's see what we got here. Tri-beam laser rifle. There it is. Alien blaster. It's a very strong weapon, but the unfortunate part is that that's the only ammo you can get, at least on consoles. You can use the console commands in PC to get all the ammo you want. But how much do you get? Yeah, I can't see that. Looks like 200. The reason I say I can't see that is because, you know, on the Xbox you get the Twitch bar in the way, and I have it off to the right, and it kind of cuts off. The 9, and I'm guessing is a 0. Let's go check out this final caravan site, and then we can report to house.
Another caravan burned, except someone made camp here, and I never heard about this attack. Let's look around. Something stinks. That does it. That's all I need to know. Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. They were behind burning these caravans, and they've got to answer for them. I'm gonna get some extra ammo, a few bottles of whiskey, and then show them how Cassidy's settle accounts. NCR? Are you out of your fucking mind? That'd take years. And with the war with the Legion, no way they're gonna waste time running up the Crimson Caravan or the Van Graffs. All right. If you poke around the Van Graffs and Alice, fine. But if I see either one go into their camp, I'm gonna start shooting, no matter what you find.
Alright. And that does it.
If you say you're going to gather evidence, then kill the bitches anyway, at least tell me when you change your mind. Now if you're done fucking around, let's settle accounts the old-fashioned way. Don't matter much how we settle this, as long as it gets settled. What, no music? I'll hold the tears till I'm gone. Back to the gilded cage.
Alright. Yeah, I usually like picking up Veronica for the final battle. She and Eddie are my go-to choices. Where is she? Howdy, Seymour. Holding down the, holding down my room. Holding down the fort. Oh, we never got big mountains. Snow globe. That's a shame. I think that's the one snow globe. I have no idea where it is. Have to look it up some other time. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
What's up? Let's go make trouble. Does jump... Yes! You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Here she goes. Looking awesome and whatnot. I can put that back in there. It's in there too. Got where I got that from. Alright. What can I bring with me? What's that anti-material rifle at? Definitely don't need that. Guess I'll keep the alien blaster. Yeah, why not brush gun? How much do I have in the riot shotgun? Riot shotgun's good. Alright. How much ammo do I have for the brush gun? 56. Alright. It's not terrible. But yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go on with this machine. 104 damage, 142 DPS. 61. So we'll get rid of that I don't need a silent pistol because this is gonna be loud. I already have a light shining in darkness. I think I'm good for the most part. I just need to buy some ammo. You have anything, Eddie? Yeah, you got a couple stuff.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I'll give you... Let me repair that for you.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
There we go. I think I'm good. Just need to buy some ammo. And then we could go talk to House. Gun runners. With all your gun running needs.
Welcome, sir. Or
Didn't have a whole lot of ammo. Explosive, don't mind if I do. Have anything that I could give you? The hollow tags, empty syringes I want to keep. All my pre-war money. Silent. I don't know what the SSMG is. Oh, shoulder-mounted machine gun. Graded springs. Big shotgun, long tube, bolt action custom. Maybe rifle, long barrel. Batman little boy kit. So carbine light. Guess I could use a assault carbine. Might as well shake things up a little tiny bit. I don't think I've been using a lot of assault rifles. What does the assault carbine use? 5mm. So I'll get those two. And that's it.
come back.
And I can equip that on. And see any noticeable changes. Not that I really use this gun. Veronica's running off down the yellow brick road. She's ready to fight. She's already making her way over there. Interesting enough.
Move along.
I'm moving along. I ain't done nothing. Alright. Let me... So that's over there. You're gonna be down here. No, you're gonna be over here. No, actually, yeah, I just want you down over there. I had it right the first time. And then you're gonna be right over there. So I could be like, oh man, it's time to snipe. And you could be like, okay, I want to use Lucky. And then the shotgun. And then whatever this is, the battle rifle. This machine, I mean. Penthouse. Had to save real quick.
Good to see you.
Thank you, robot.
As you can see, Vegas is humming along. I've tested my C3I broadcasting arrays. Everything is in order. And just in time, as it turns out, the forces of Caesar's Legion are on the march, establishing a staging area east of the dam. Their assault could begin at any moment, so that's where you'll be heading, if you're ready. Hoover Dam. Indeed they do. An army that'll be too distracted with killing legionaries to notice the real reason you're there. Your objective is to reach a control room halfway across the dam and install an override module similar to the one you used at the substation. The override will enable me to control the entire dam's power output. You may remember how the bunker at the fort was rather dimly lit. Well, just like the Lucky 38, it needs a big jolt of electricity to power up. You've already uploaded the new operating system to the Securitrons. All they need is power, and they'll be in fighting trim. We've accomplished a great deal, you and I. One last task and our work is complete. I'll see you in the control room.
Alright. We're committed to fighting for Mr. House at the Battle of Hoover Dam, which will determine the fate of New Vegas for decades to come. If there's anything you need to do before you enter the battle, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Let's do this. So, since I'm gonna have to enter Hoover Dam, definitely gonna crash a whole lot. Let me just pause it right here, just so I don't interrupt any dialogue. That happens, stream's gonna go off for a little bit, but I will return. And when I mean by off for a little bit, it's gonna show that space menu for a little bit. But here we go.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
me just hide behind the Securitron over here.
I'm gonna need some new.
Want to kill him. Oh, there's people behind. I was wondering where I was getting shot from. Alright, hopefully I don't crash. Nice little level up here. I might as well put it in... No, actually, let me put it in medicine. Something... Yeah, Grim Reaper Sprint is pretty okay. So I use a good amount of VATS. Okay, that is definitely not where I want to go. Just making sure so I don't get Fallout directioned.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room. That's not a good idea.
I knew you'd make it. Resourceful as always. The override module is functioning properly. I'm rerouting power to the Securitron vault at the fort as we speak. I just need you to head over to the East Power Plant and manually activate the switch. When you return topside, I think you'll see that my Securitron army is a little more than the Legion was prepared to handle. Oh, and before you go, grab that printout spooling from the console here. Those papers set the terms for the NCR's unconditional surrender. I thought you might enjoy the honor of presenting them to the NCR's commanding officer once the Legion has been defeated. Cheers.
I like how he was in the process of getting exploded. He said, "Yeah, you like that?" The answer is yes. I said you like that. That is not the way I want to go. Mr. House is on every single wall.
Another kill to my name.
So far, so good on the no crashing. Oh hey, it's the Enclave. Hello everyone. These Garatrons are doing really well. Alright, here comes the fun part. Isn't there a way that I can... I think I can lock the dogs or something like that. No, I guess not. I've been imagining things or something. Okay. Time to fully heal up. And I can insert a new save right here. Still seems to be a few legionary just wandering around. Yeah, whatever.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards. Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exists to test the strength of the Legion. The West shall fall as the East fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion. Enough words, then. Let our strength settle this. Die,
Oh, what the fuck? The hell was that? You like shoved me aside. Never had that happen to me before. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, cannibal. How did that guy get over there? I wonder if I can hit him. Doesn't look like it.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for. Gambling? What, you looking to start a game now that the smoke's died down? What is this Brahmin shit? I'm not getting the feeling we're all about to sing Kumbaya here. What the hell are you talking about? What is this? Free economic zone of New Vegas. What the hell does that mean? Oh, wait, here we go. Demands NCR's immediate withdrawal. Withdraw? Like fucking hell we're withdrawing. We just held the dam. We didn't do it to let it go. This paper of yours isn't fit to wipe my ass. If you think after all that's happened, I'm going to grab my ankles and take it like the Legion, you know I won't surrender the dam. And certainly not to the ghost man of Vegas and his new right hand of the week. We held this place for years. Kicked one-legged out of here so hard Caesar burned him to a crisp. It's our post. We fought for it. I'll fight for it again today. If you're looking to convince me otherwise, you better have a lot more reasons than you just telling me to go. True. Guess I'm a little too used to seeing Securitrons in Vegas to think they turn and be bad news. And I know how bad they can get. Look, House, Vegas, it's pretty. Got you blinded a bit maybe. But NCR's got perks too. Think about it before you sign on with him. And if you say no, keep in mind what that means. NCR may have its problems, but when we're riled, watch out. Well, at least I can talk to you unlike that bastard Caesar and his plate-faced general. It'll do. Guess sometimes you get the bull, other times you get the horns. Still, at least some lives got saved this day.
Here we go. I have a lot of respect for the NCR, so I didn't want to kill General Lee Oliver. He's a pretty cool dude.
You know, I've had thousands of employees in my time. Few met my expectations. Fewer still surpassed them. Your performance has been nothing short of spectacular. If I have need for a specialist of your stripe again, I'll know just where to turn. Back to Vegas, shall we? I really should do something about that monorail with all the new resources at hand. I can make sure it not only runs, but runs on time. Always bothered me, the imprecision. General Oliver will try to make good on his threats, and he'll find support among citizens outraged by Kimball's assassination. The odds of the Californian public supporting a full-scale re-invasion, however, are slight. My Securitrons could beat them anyway. In any case, Vegas might see a dip in revenue for a year or two, but eventually the tourists will come flooding back, and their money with them. Vegas will be a shining jewel in the middle of the desert, an oasis of light, a beacon to show mankind the way to the stars. This is just the start, you see. This is where it all begins.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Mr. House's Securitron army took control of Hoover Dam and the Strip, pushing both the Legion and the exhausted NCR out of New Vegas. Mr. House continued to run New Vegas his way, a despotic vision of pre-war glory. The streets were orderly, efficient, cold. New Vegas continued to be the sole place in the wasteland where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. The courier, fair and kind-hearted to those in the wasteland, ensured that Mr. House would keep New Vegas stable and secure for future generations. Mr. House afforded him every luxury at his disposal in the Lucky 38, out of gratitude and a quiet sense of pride for his choice in lieutenants.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
Mr. House showed little interest on the boomers, who eventually began venturing out to Nellis to meet and trade with travelers.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Though she'd seen the writing on the wall, the destruction of the Mojave Brotherhood came far more suddenly than Veronica had expected. The news devastated her. Despite her best efforts to leave her past behind, she found herself compelled to make one final journey to Hidden Valley. There, she paid her last respects to the only family she had ever known.
The Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. During the NCR's retreat, the Fiends overwhelmed many of the troopers before Mr. House's Securitrons could deal with them.
Arcade was outraged by Mr. House's power play following the defeat of Caesar's Legion at Hoover Dam. Though he remained in Freeside for a short time after the Securitrons established widespread control, he eventually traveled back into NCR territory. Disillusioned with the followers of the Apocalypse, he settled down in the outskirts of the Boneyard, where he worked happily as a family doctor.
After Mr. House gained control of New Vegas, he sent a Securitron to Goodsprings as a token of appreciation for helping the courier. Victor was a mixed blessing, however, as he continually monitored the town for Mr. House.
The slaughter of the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan caused no end of trouble for NCR back west. Already struggling, NCR's supply line suffered further as the two caravans withdrew support until the massacre in the east was resolved. Cass lived to see Hoover Dam in its old world glory, humming with power the likes of which the Mojave had never seen. Vegas burned brighter than ever. Securitrons filled the streets, and Cass's heart skipped, just a little. Her last words were to the dam, and to herself. We were going full speed ahead, but facing backwards the whole time.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Flush with his victory, Mr. House sent Securitrons into Freeside, thinking to increase his control over the area. When fighting broke out, the Kings fought valiantly, but were no match for the armored killing machines, and were wiped out to the last man.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several Bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
The NCR, battered by the loss of the dam, were unable to devote any troops to retaking the correctional facility from the Powder Gangers. As a result, Powder Ganger raids on caravans became an unfortunate fact of life in the Mojave for years to come.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Primm with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
And that's the ending to New Vegas. was pretty mixed. But that's what happens when you go with House. This isn't the last we'll see of New Vegas. I have plans for it, and those are whenever I get a really decent computer, I'm gonna have a bunch of high texture mods, lighting effects, overhauls, a whole bunch of stuff, and make the experience better. And this time around, hopefully have the fixes so that I don't crash a whole bunch when inside Hoover Dam. Because that's the main issue of why I didn't go with NCR this time around. Yeah. Fortunately, you can't continue after the dam battle. They did not have enough time to program it in. There's a mod for it, however, and I believe all the dialogue's still there, but it's not officially out or anything, which is a little sad to see. But New Vegas, pretty good game. I like it. I like taking long breaks from this game and returning, and just being wowed by it all over again. It does have its problems though. The bugs kind of suck. I will say not being able to continue your save after Hoover Dam is definitely a giant letdown in my opinion, but it's what happens when you get bad time crunches and a dictatorship in the game industry. But overall, the game still holds up, even though the graphics are still less than desired for the most part. Somebody is making a remastered at some point, or they're supposedly reworking the whole entire game into the Fallout 4 engine, which is interesting. Hopefully Bethesda doesn't go after them like they did with the people for Fallout 3. But who's to say? But that's it for New Vegas. The next game after this that I'm going to start streaming is Metal Gear Solid 3. And I have never played this game before, so it's going to be interesting. And then after Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm going to go and do Ground Zeroes and then Phantom Pain as well. And then hopefully, in between that time, my friends will be ready for whatever the hell that game's called, Borderlands 3, and we could have some co-op action. So, relatively a short stream, but that is the end of New Vegas, for now at least. I want to thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will catch you later.